has started the hostilities. The efforts now should be diverted towards a political settlement. However difficult this is, the political negotiations put down in Geneva immediately after the hostilities should be encouraged to continue. We support the efforts for a new association agreement under the framework of the Eastern Partnership and an association agreement beyond the opportunities only for trade and investment. We also support an agreement to facilitate the procedures for issuing short-stay visas and on readmission between the European Community and Georgia, and we are satisfied for the post-conflict assistance package that is operating well. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Thaler, on behalf of the S&D Group, for 2 minutes, please.
Thank you very much, Madam President. Dear colleagues, dear representatives of the Commission, we welcome the fair and independent investigation and the subsequent report on the causes of the conflict in Georgia in 2008. This has been carried out by the fact-finding mission led by the Swiss diplomat Heidi Tagliavini. Before hostilities broke out in the night from 7th to 8th of August in 2008 in South Ossetia, which led to numerous civilian casualties, we were able to witness months of provocations from all sides. The Russian military intervention, including the invasion of Georgia, was disproportionate and unjustified. Both sides have committed breaches of international humanitarian law. This has also been confirmed in the report by Heidi Tagliavini and various organizations such as the Human Rights Watch. What are we to do now? Russia must honor its peace accord entirely. It should withdraw from the territories it occupied after the 7th of August. It should provide to members of the EU control mission and the international agencies, the United Nations included, it should provide immediate, free and unlimited access to South Ossetia. This is to supervise the truce and take care of humanitarian aid. Approximately 25,000 to 30,000 people are still displaced in South Ossetia. The de facto government should enable them to return home. Georgian territorial integrity should not be called into question. There are, however, worrying signs of authoritarianism. The abuse of the legal system by the President Saakashvili, the growing hostility to opposing views, the increasing pressures on the freedom of speech, and the sometimes confrontational nationalistic rhetoric hurt Georgia. Only by following the ideals Georgia embraced during the Pink Revolution can this country return to the pro-EU and democratic path. All actors should use the opportunities provided by the Geneva discussion. EU is a fair intermediary, and the situation should be dealt with attentively.
On behalf of the ALDE Group, please, for 2 minutes.
Suur tänu, proua eesistuja.
Thank you, President. Colleagues, I speak on behalf of the ALDE Group, and I'd like to congratulate those who drafted the report. It's a very important report because it negates the claims by Russians who said that Georgia started the war. The report is a balanced report and blames both of the sides for not being able to avoid the conflict. It is an important report also because it states very clearly that the Russian Federation just before the conflict had training operations in southern Ossetia, gave them military equipment and other military aid. What is also important in this report is the question of so-called passportization that the Russian Federation has supported in the area.